Ancient Egypt is one of the oldest and most influential civilizations in world history, spanning thousands of years. Its history is divided into several key periods, each marked by significant developments in politics, culture, and architecture. Before unification, Egypt was composed of various tribes and small kingdoms. Evidence of early human activity in Egypt dates back to the Paleolithic period, with tools and artwork found in caves and other archaeological sites. By around 4000 BCE, agriculture and early settlements began to form along the Nile River. The unification of Upper and Lower Egypt is attributed to King Narmer, also known as Menes, marking the beginning of Egypt's first dynasty and the start of the pharaonic rule. During this period, Egypt established its first capital at Memphis, and the system of divine kingship was solidified, with pharaohs viewed as gods on earth. Known as the Age of the Pyramids, the Old Kingdom is most famous for the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx. The pharaohs of the Old Kingdom were powerful and centralized, and Egypt became an economic and military power. After the death of Pharaoh Pepi II, the Old Kingdom collapsed into a period of decentralization and regional instability known as the First Intermediate Period. After the chaos of the First Intermediate Period, Egypt was reunited under Pharaoh Mentuhotep II. The Middle Kingdom saw the development of literature, arts, and monumental building projects. Egypt expanded its influence into Nubia, modern-day Sudan, and trade flourished. The period ended with the invasion of the Hyksos, a Semitic-speaking people from the Near East, leading to the Second Intermediate Period. The New Kingdom is considered the height of Egypt's power and grandeur. The pharaohs of this era expanded Egypt's borders into the Near East and Nubia. Famous pharaohs such as Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Amenhotep III, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, Seti I, and Ramesses II reigned during this time. Akhenaten is known for his religious revolution, where he shifted Egypt's polytheistic beliefs to focus on the worship of the sun god, Aten. His son, Tutankhamun, is famous for his tomb, which was discovered almost intact in 1922. Ramesses II, also known as Ramesses the Great, is one of the most celebrated pharaohs, known for his military campaigns, monumental architecture like the temples at Abu Simbel and Long Reign. The New Kingdom ended with internal decline and invasions from the Sea Peoples. The subsequent period is known as the Third Intermediate Period. The late period saw a series of foreign rulers, including the Assyrians and Persians, taking control of Egypt. Despite foreign rule, Egypt continued to be a cultural hub. Alexander the Great conquered Egypt in 332 BCE, ending the Persian rule. He founded the city of Alexandria, which would later become the intellectual capital of the ancient world. After Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy established the Ptolemaic dynasty, which ruled Egypt for nearly 300 years. The Ptolemies were of Greek origin, and their reign is marked by the blending of Greek and Egyptian cultures, known as the Hellenistic period. The most famous member of the Ptolemaic dynasty is Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of Egypt. She had alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony before Egypt was annexed by Rome in 30 BCE. Religion was central to Egyptian life, with a polytheistic belief system involving gods like Ra, Isis, Osiris, Horus, Anubis. Pharaohs were considered gods, and their rule was seen as divinely ordained. Ancient Egyptians developed hieroglyphs, a complex system of writing used for religious texts, monuments, and administrative purposes. The Egyptians are famous for their monumental architecture, especially the pyramids and temples. They also developed the mastaba tomb structure and later perfected the construction of large mortuary temples and royal burial chambers. The Egyptians excelled in fields like mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, developing advanced techniques for mummification and surgical practices. After Cleopatra's death, Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire, which marked the end of pharaonic rule. Egypt would later experience periods of foreign domination under the Romans, Byzantines, Arabs, and other empires. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical documentaries.